just outside of the small fly fishing town of Twin Bridges, Montana. Tucked away on a quiet country lane in a secluded stand of old cottonwood trees lies Healing Waters Lodge. Your hosts Greg and Janet Lilly, along with Bill and Mary Kemph, welcome you to Healing Waters Lodge, where you'll find the magical blend of ingredients for an incredible fly fishing vacation.
If you are looking for the taste of Southwest Montana, the whole feel of what this part of the state is like, this is a perfect place to come.
Started by Greg Lilly and his wife Janet in 1997, Healing Waters Lodge is located within a stone's throw of some of the best trout fly fishing in North America.
Well, one of the real beauties of Healing Waters Lodge is our location. We are centrally located in southwestern Montana to probably the finest fly fishing in the lower 48 states.
Choose from world-class float fishing on Montana's legendary blue ribbon trout streams like the Big Hole, Beaverhead, Madison and Jefferson, or solitary walk and wade fishing on southwest Montana's incredible spring creeks and small meadow streams that meander through some of the most beautiful private ranches in the Rockies.
We have a very wide variety of fishing available to us in short driving distance. We have the large floating rivers, we have small spring creeks, we have medium-sized meadow streams that you can walk, wade, and fish, and we have some great stillwater fishing.
I don't know if there's any place else within a 40-mile stretch where you can go to the Madison River, you can go to the Beaverhead, you can go to the Big Hole, Ruby, Boulder, Circle 3 Spring Creek, McCoy Spring Creek, Open A, the list goes on and on and on.
And that's the reason that we established this lodge where we did, because of the wide variety of fishing, water types, and fishing styles that are available to our anglers.
Whatever your style or level of fly fishing expertise, Greg and Bill and their crew of veteran guides are anxious to share the exceptional fly fishing available in their corner of southwest Montana.
We want you to be able to fish some of the best trout water there is, whether it's the Beaverhead or Big Hole, private water that we have on those rivers, the Ruby, Boulder, or any of the myriad of these wonderful spring creeks that's in the valley.
The Beaverhead Valley is home to some of the most productive spring creeks in North America. Many ranchers have come to realize what an exceptional resource these fisheries are and have made great strides with habitat restoration.
My partner Bill Kemph and I have been very fortunate to work with a number of these ranchers. We've gotten their trust. It's allowed us access to a number of these spring creeks that we have some exclusive use on, and some of them which we share with a few other outfitters.
Greg Lilly and Bill Kemph are the exclusive outfitters to the Circle 3 Spring Creek, a world-class fishery just outside of Dillon. There aren't many fisheries that offer the quality experience that can be found on the Circle 3.
The bread and butter Circle 3 fish is an 18 to 22 inch brown trout. We have some really beautiful rainbows in that size range as well. What excites me so much though is the oddball 26 to 30 inch trout that we get.
When your day on the water ends, you'll return to Healing Waters Lodge, knowing tomorrow will bring more angling adventure and the evening offers down-home luxury, Montana style.
We like our guests to feel pampered. We want them to feel a sense of being taken care of, that they know when they drive on the grounds and they see how beautifully it's landscaped and how well it's taken care of, that they will feel that we will give that same care to them. We want them to have the nice experience of Montana.
At Healing Waters Lodge, you'll enjoy a big sky dining experience that completes the recipe for a memorable Montana fly fishing vacation.
We like to do fine dining. We love to spoil our guests.
Enjoy hors d'oeuvres on the screened-in porch, followed by a delicious dinner in the main dining room. Sample the outstanding menu from the lodge's chef de cuisine. After dinner, guests can enjoy the view from the dining lodge's veranda, watch trout rise as the sun sets over the lodge's pond, indulge in an after-dinner aperitif, and casual conversation about the one that didn't get away.
Cheers. Let's have another great day of fishing.
The pond lends beautiful ambiance. The sun sets in the west, and so you get the reflection of the sunset in the pond, which is just phenomenal. It's one of the few places in the valley that is really kind of surrounded by trees, but it's a nice sheltered area. It's just kind of secluded and quiet. very peaceful. It's just very enriching to the soul.
And that is the whole idea behind Healing Waters Lodge.
Initially, our main building was a hospital built in the town of Sheridan, Montana in the late 1890s.
During the 1980s, Jim and Sarah Cox bought the old hospital and moved it to its current location. The building was lovingly restored with locally quarried stone and hand-hewn timbers from western Montana. Because the building was an old hospital and had been moved to the banks of a small pond, the couple named the newly restored home Healing Waters Estate.
They discovered they didn't care for the Montana winters, let that building sit empty for a number of years until we came along and decided it would make a great fishing lodge.
The Lillys purchased the property from the Coxes, and in 1997, Healing Waters Lodge opened its doors to its first guests.
We have 9 rooms, so we can accommodate 18 people.
And when it's time to retire to your room, you can relax in the rustic elegance that defines Healing Waters Lodge.
When we set up our rooms, we tried to think of everything that you would want in a room that would make your stay comfortable. All the rooms have 2 queen-size beds, and each room has a little private area where you can sit and have a drink and visit, and they each have a private patio or a deck where they sit outside.
At Healing Waters Lodge, you'll be high in the wilderness of the Continental Divide, in a gorgeous corner of southwestern Montana, enjoying the lavish comforts usually associated with world-class resorts, without the pretensions.
It's a phenomenal experience for somebody who has never been in a rural environment quite like this. It's quite amazing, and we often have to tell ourselves, for us it's normal, but for someone who lives in the canyons of New York City, this is pretty amazing.
Healing Waters Lodge, mastering the tradition since 1997.